Olivia from AISP. Welcome to the Singapore Cyber Day 2020 interview, where we get our professionals to share more about the industry. Now we have with us Ms. Jenny Tan, the Global Internal Audit Leader from Capitaland, and she is representing the ISACA Singapore Chapter to share with us her experience in the industry. So I'd like to begin with asking Ms. Tan, what inspired you to join this profession?
What inspired me? I think if I think back, it should be I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to be in the more forward-looking career profession. So that was the original intent. And sometimes in life you have to also not just following your interest. My personal belief is also to ensure that there's some strategy in picking your profession as well. So in that sense, this field is really female lacking, and that's why I thought that can be somebody to contribute into this space. Yes, step into this field.
That's really interesting, Ms. Tan. So what does your day at work look like?
My day at work, I would say that expect the unexpected, because every day when you wake up, you will think that you're going to go through agenda 1 to 10, for instance. Essentially you can only get 50% done. So what happened is that the other 50% is because there are interruptions from the ground where you have to deal with issues. So that's where it's getting very interesting and exciting, because every day you don't do the same thing repeatedly, even though the process, the approach of resolving an issue may be similar, because there are certain things that you have to go through in order to perform task end to end. But it's really different every day, and the people you meet every day, even though I work in Capitaland, but I deal with different departments, and Capitaland is really huge. So every day I get to work with different colleagues, etc., and I deal with different issues and matters, and that's what you have to be prepared for if, let's say, you want to be in this particular profession. Yes.
Yeah. So the next question will be, what do you find most fulfilling in your job?
Most fulfilling in the job.
It's something that gives you like the push to do this every day. What drives you?
I think the most fulfilling part is when your effort gets acknowledged. The acknowledgement here is not about giving you an award or putting your name big on some big screens or something like that. The acknowledgement here is about getting concurrence and buy-in from your respective stakeholders. So for instance, whenever your colleagues, your peers, when they have with technology related stuff, and the first person they can think of, they think of me, for instance. So I become the go-to person for them, and that is the best acknowledgement and reward that I can get from the profession. And honestly, as an auditor, nobody will come near you, because you are forever checking, right? So people will always stay away from you. But if, let's say, I can be an auditor and yet I'm the go-to person, whenever my peers are having issues, I believe what is very significant is that I have come across being able to value add and also empathize with what's going on, and not just using the same yardstick to measure them, and be able to give them advice on risk and controls related matters on technology. Then I think this is what drives me to work every day, because in our profession we always have this motto: expect the unexpected every day. Seriously. So you think that today it's going to pan out how you plan it, get it. Yeah, 50% of it will be disrupted. Yeah. So then how can you get your job done when it's when things happen? It's not just about yourself. It's also impacting the organization, the various departments, the ecosystem. Then with this buy-in from your stakeholders, aspects of things, it made my day easier. It made me resolve issues easier, because you can be assured of assistance and support. Yeah.
I totally agree with you that when someone comes back to you with someone that you can someone else looks up to you for the other things other than like staying away from you because you said you're an auditor, and then because you're always checking, and sometimes that pushes someone that you could actually give value to ends up avoiding you for the wrong reasons. So I agree with you that what you're doing is indeed fulfilling because you end up giving someone else some value.
Yes.
Thank you. So as a female in this industry, everybody thinks that this is a male-dominated industry. So what do you think about that?
First of all, I do agree it's a male-dominated industry, but I would strongly encourage more females to participate and join in this industry. There's always advantages of being female, yeah. So when you are the minority in the industry, you actually sometimes get more attention from your peers, and you can actually capitalize such an attention to something, you can convert it into an opportunity. So I would say that, being female, our personality, our characteristics, the way we see things, we deal with things are very different from a male. So putting technical foundations aside, female can contribute a lot more, in the soft aspects of things. So we can be doing the same thing, coding. Yeah. So I've coded many years back. Yeah. So I'm doing the same thing as my male colleague. We are all coding. But what makes the difference could be, like I said, female, we are trained differently, we are built differently, we think differently. So the soft side of things could be something that is very simple. We can do coding, but on top of that, the female may be doing a little bit more, trying to put down narratives, in plain text to explain what's going on. Just very simple soft touch. Such things actually helps the whole experience of your output to your clients, to your colleagues, to your peers to be better. So I would say that for female, I truly encourage you to join, and don't forget that it's not just all about technicalities in this space. There are other areas where, female who doesn't like real hardcore security technical stuff, you can actually come into the industry to contribute in other ways that you will be good at. Like, for instance, from the governance space, from the training space, there's so many things that you can do in addition to just the very, very hardcore technical aspects of technology.
Thank you. I hope that really inspires many female students to join this industry. Technology.
I hope so too.
So, in your opinion, what are some skills and subjects that will help students to pursue their interest in this industry?
Okay, yeah. I would ask the students, first of all, what is it that you are pursuing? So first of all, you need to identify, if you want to get into this industry, which aspects of things. So earlier on, I did mention that either you get into the hardcore technical side of things, or you may be just interested in the risk or just the governance side. Yeah. So once you have identified, your goal, then you can look at what opportunity is given to you in terms of your curriculum, your studies curriculum. I would say that if you are somebody who likes the technical stuff, I would advise and encourage you to be good at maths and science subjects, because these serve as foundation to your future career progression. If let's say you are somebody who is not so technical, you can embark on modules such as communications, from business logic, system analysis, because all these requires more of the thinking and soft skills that get into the curriculum. So this is something that you can consider. Having said that, also, I think everyone needs to understand that the industry is converging, and from government directions, you also get to see that they encourage students from non-tech to convert into some tech-based, vice versa, right? So even if, let's say, currently you're not having a comp science or an IT degree track, don't feel discouraged. In your elective modules, you try to choose those that are technology related, because all these can come together, and there are also other opportunities outside in the profession waiting for people with non-tech certification. Yeah, so don't feel discouraged. Just find the right niche, find the right mentor, or maybe a right coach to guide you along. I would say so.
Right. So what is one piece of advice that you will give to students who are looking to pursue this industry?
Yeah, I've been doing lots of coaching and mentoring myself to students. The thing that I found from the young ones nowadays is that you tend to get very impatient, and your attention and focus is just like a snap on your fingers. Yeah. So the advice that I would tell all the young ones is that there's no shortcut in life and in school. Yeah. So in order to make it there in life, while you're in school, you got to do it right. There could be different approaches to getting things done, but there is no steps that you should skip to reach there, because everything is accumulated into yourself in order to get something done well in the future. So that's why I mentioned there's no shortcut. Be able to persevere what your interest lies in and work hard into that area. You can find better approaches, but the milestones you still have to clear. Yeah. So if, let's say, I take 10 steps to reach the top of the ladder, there will be 10 steps for you as well. But how do you get there? Either you walk up, you run up, or somebody lifted you up. Yeah. So it's the approaches that are different, but you still have to go through that stages of your life to reach where you want to go to.
I really agree with you that there are no shortcuts in life. Take each step at a time, and you'll definitely get to where you aspire to be, what your goal is. And so, thank you, Ms. Tan. And that was our last question for you. With that, I would like to end this interview. And thank you once again for your time and for joining us and sharing with us your experience today. That was indeed insightful, and I hope many other students, female students, benefit just like I have from this. Thank you, Ms. Tan.
Thank you.